All right, I am recording this because this is going to be the Getting Started Right call for our entire coach training. And so you'll have this to send to your coaches later on as they are joining, and that's why this business is so duplicatable. And so anyways, what we're going to go over today is our coach back office. I'm going to show you guys what my back office looks like and what you guys need to know is there. Honestly, just because there's so many things that they give us, you could run this business without me and Alexis. Like, you don't need us. There's enough stuff in the back office that you can figure it out and run a very successful business. So we're going to show you where some of that is. And then a few other things, just, basics of really knowing what resources you have in this business. So the first thing I want to do is share my screen. And when you log in, I'm going to go to the home page that you'll see when you log in. So it'll go straight to this. It will give you just all your vital information about the business, where this is, and it's going to take a while to load apparently today. But basically your coach ID, this is assigned to you as soon as you enroll, and it's what you need to know in order, if a customer needs to switch to you, or you'll use it a lot, going to Summit, they'll say, what's your coach ID? It's just something you really need to know, and you don't even need to know it as much as you used to now that we have Share a Cart. But we used to have to use this all the time, and so I had mine memorized from the onset. And this will tell you what your paid rank is, what your qualification status is. That's very simple stuff that you'll start learning once you go on with this training. You'll learn what the different ranks are, what they mean, why you want to hit those, if you want to hit those, if you have income goals, and how that works. The BSF status is your business service fees. That is I think it's $16.95 that you pay per month now. And so I actually went to we went to our CPA last week, and we were giving my business expenses for the year so that he could look into, just where we were on things. And I pulled it up, and for the year so far, it was $159, which if you ask any business owner, if someone like my parents own a coffee shop, if you ask any business owner, they're going to say that's the cheapest fee ever to have someone who is on a telephone 24/7, who's able to take your problem calls, to have an FAQ that answers all of your questions all the time, to have this back office where you can send Share a Cart emails. That's what those business service fees pay for. And so that tells you if you are current on that. If for some reason your credit card expires and you don't put a new number in, or whatever reason happens, and it will say delinquent, you can go in and put in your new card and it will update, and then you'll be all good again. It will not eradicate your business. So just keep an eye on that. Make sure that your business fees are getting paid. Over here is your lifetime rank. And then, so what that means is you can actually go, I think mine, for example, let me move over. It says 1-star diamond. And even though I hit 1-star diamond and held it for 6 weeks, notice my paid rank for this week is just diamond, which doesn't actually change anything on my pay. Just so you guys know that. It's just a rank thing. But you can drop rank, but still have a lifetime rank of something else. So a good example was one of my coach friends today. She was like, yeah, I'm 2-star diamond, but I'm currently just a diamond coach. And so it can change, but you are still considered when they name you on the list, you are still that 2-star diamond coach. Current status is active. That means I have 90 PV set to go through, or that it just went through with my Shakeology order. If yours says inactive, that means you do not have enough PV on an HD order. So, or it doesn't even have to be HD. I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be HD at all. For example, on Josh's account last week, or a few weeks ago, I ordered pumpkin spice, and that's about 75 PV, I think. And so it made him an active coach for 5 weeks. Now, since I didn't order again after that, he went inactive. But that is how you stay active, is when you play a 50 or put in a 50 PV order. And then for the next 5 weeks, you'll be considered active until you place another one. It does not have to be on HD. HD is just if you want to qualify for Success Club. So, for example, if Josh was shooting for Success Club, then I would want him to be on something with 50 or more PV every single month where it's coming in. This is your join date, Success Club qualification. Most of us have 0 right now, so that's totally fine. Carly, I think, is already kicking it at 2. And then this is if you want to share your information with your upline, which is one of us. So there's that. You'll have business alerts, new customer orders, new customers, inherited customers. So if you have a coach under you that quits, you get their customers, so those will be inherited. It's just, and then now, this is actually brand new. They now also show for your coaches on your team how many have placed orders and how many new coaches are in your organization and new recruits. So that's really good stuff just to help you see what your coaches are also doing so that you can cheer them on and celebrate them. Down at the very bottom, you have announcements. And I definitely want to encourage you to keep your eyes on those because those are usually things that you can leverage for your business. So like No Excuse November, every single challenge pack is $20 off this month. That's a huge way to follow up with people that have told you no and say, hey, so that challenge pack we were talking about that you were really excited about and you know is going to change your life, it's $20 off this month. Like it's time to go, you know? So make sure you're always looking there because it always gives you more tools and products to leverage. And then I think there's here in this little box as well. The next thing that I want to cover is definitely under monitor your business. So like if you joined as a coach and you're on this call, then you are probably looking to make this a really good source of income. So when you go to monitor your business, you'll see a compensation tab. And at the very bottom of that, it says My EFT Management. I'm not going to click on it right now because it'll show you my bank information. But if you click on that, it will show you how to put in your bank number so that you can get your check automatically deposited every Wednesday night, Thursday morning. What is really cool about that is if you don't do that, you will get your mail or your check mailed to you, but they take out like $275 or something for like mailing costs and processing fees, like to even use the paper. So just get on here, put your bank account. It's very secure. This is a validated business. Make sure you put your check account number and everything in there so that you can get your check immediately and not have to wait for that. It goes right into your bank account. So that is the first part of this. And then Alexis is going to go into some places that you can look for information.
Okay. Alexis, you're muted. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if you guys have questions or you don't know the answer to something, obviously you can always ask Lauren or myself. But you can also go to the FAQ. It's going to let me go to my coach office. It's not going to let me go to my coach office for some reason. It does that sometimes.
Can you just go to faq.beachbody.com?
Maybe. Okay, so this is the FAQ, obviously frequently asked questions. If you cannot get a hold of one of us or we don't have an answer, or if you're just one of those people who can take it, oh, there we go, take it on themselves. Oh, this is a hot mess. Why is it doing this? I just want regular FAQ. So you can type in like keywords or whatever you need to do. They do have some service tools here if you need to switch your Shakeology order. You can return things here, update your account information, or if you just have a random question like this weekend, I was looking for super weekend waiver. You just type it into the search bar and it's going to give you the keywords that pop up. So essentially it's Google for questions that you can find. These are super helpful. They are also linked if I could get to my coach office, if you go down to like the coach, the news box where it has like the different graphics, it will usually explain more information with an FAQ. So with the peppermint mocha Shakeology, you can go in here and it's going to give you more information on that specific product. So if you have somebody who's kosher, you can go in and tell them whether or not they need their Shakeology to be kosher or not. Pretty self-explanatory as far as FAQ. If you need to contact support, it's very user-friendly, I think, for the most part. You just go in and choose the topic that you're struggling with. Like my coach office is being wacko right now. You can go in and there are different ways to contact them. See, it keeps kicking me back to that. And then you can either call them or chat with them. I usually chat because I think it's faster, and I get a like a script of everything that we talked about, just in case we need to revisit it later or I need to revisit it later. Next thing I want to talk about is running a challenge group. So I've done mine 2 different ways. I have done mine in a Facebook group before, and that was okay. But I personally found myself distracted because I would get a notification and then I would go off on a rabbit trail somewhere else. I started using the app in like March or April probably, and I really like it. I think it is more secure. It just seems a little more professional. So if you're in one of my groups, I know Lauren has used these groups too, but it keeps everybody in one place. As the coach, you can go in and look at your different participants. You can see who all's in there. You can click on them individually and pull up the goals that they have, if they've done any kind of check-ins. So if there's a scale, that means they've added a weight or they've added a goal. Sometimes they add measurements too. Like down here, she has measurements. And it'll also tell you how many times they've had Shakeology and how many times they've worked out. The only thing with the workouts is if you are, sometimes it will sync directly from your bot account. Other times you'll have to go in and manually enter it. Either way, it's fine. I did start using a Facebook group as resources for my No Excuses November, because you can only add so large of a file to the portal for the app. So I do put like meal plans and stuff in here, and I think that's worked out really well. I don't know how much more I'm going to do here, but that just kind of leaves it all in one spot for people who need to find meal prep plans or like workout calendars that I've posted. Another thing I really like about the app, or in the app interface, you can schedule your posts. I like to schedule mine for 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, I'm not going to get up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock to type out my post and submit it every day. So I will go through and batch these usually. You can just click add post. I have images that go along with mine. So if we're going to do Monday, it'll have a graphic here. You can type whatever you want to type. You set the date and the time and hit schedule. And then it will be there and it will queue up automatically for you. So I really do like that, just so I don't have to, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm pushing the limits when I have it all batched together and it can just submit on its own. I prefer that. So Facebook groups, challenge groups, what else?
I feel like, yeah, that's good. Do you want to show them the Facebook groups, like Beachbody Champions?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. So other things that we have is the Beachbody Champions and the 411 page. This is also full of information for you. You could get lost in here. There's just so much. There are videos that other people share. You can usually type in like over here into the search bar if you're looking for a particular launch date. They're launching chocolate almond vegan beach bars. So if you're looking for the launch date on there, they usually have something posted so you can see it's launching in December. You can have a graphic in there. graphics, videos, other coaches share information that they're doing. Very valuable place for information if you're just looking for something to do or just a place to start to learn more. Need to unshare, I suppose. There we go.
Yeah, that's okay. And then I need to, okay, turn your volume down. There we go.
Volume.
All right, and now I'm unmuted, so hopefully there's no feedback. All right, and next we're going to talk about, I did want to also share about, like, she showed Beachbody Champions. There's also a page called Team Beachbody Coach 411. So I'm going to share that really quick, just so you can see what it looks like. I'm just such a visual person. It's just TBB Coach 411. And this is actually a page that you do not have to, you don't have to request to follow it. It is open. It's their actual Beachbody page. Whereas Beachbody Champions is a private group. So this will always show you your November focus. And once again, it has, if you look in this graphic here, it has your FAQ for No Excuse November. So if you see this and you go, I don't know what No Excuse November is, first of all, it says $20 off top challenge and completion packs all month. But you can also go to FAQ 4534 and it will break it down very specifically for you so that you can figure out what it is you can tell your customers. And then also it says Achieve Success Club to earn your Success Club prize. Once again, here's the FAQ. And they're really, really good at showing you or like giving you the information so you're not totally lost. It is a lot of information, so you have to really put your blinders on and figure out what it is you're wanting to, what your focus is going to be. You can't obviously focus on all of these at once in launching a business or in launching your month or for a weekly focus. But you can sit here and look at this and then plan out November, like, okay, I'm going to talk about No Excuse November all month. But then I'm also going to talk about the peppermint mocha maybe on Friday. You know, like you can look at this and plan your month out in advance. So that's very, very helpful. And they even have these graphics down here just to kind of let you see what your what things are going to be coming out soon and things you need to be planning for. Like 6 weeks of the work is currently, it started at the end of last month. The bar blend, which I'm super excited about now, is coming out in January, but it will go on sale next month. And so this will always give you like a good way to just see what's coming. Additionally, on this page this is where they go live for the National Wake Up Call on Mondays. And for me, it's at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you'll just have to figure out which time zone you're in and adjust accordingly. But basically, every single Monday at 10 Central Time, it's corporate, Beachbody corporate will go live in this group and they will discuss really important upcoming announcements. And then a coach will get on, a successful coach will get on and share what is working for her in her business right now, or him. There's also a lot of guys that get on the National Wake Up Call and share what's working for their businesses. And so it's just a really helpful resource and a really good kick in the pants, honestly, that National Wake Up Call. If I had to say that, and it is actually one of your vital behaviors, in this business, which we'll talk about on Tuesday, is PD, or professional development. And I also call it professional development is what I call it, not personal, because I think you have to have a lot of, this is something brand new to most of us. We did not grow up saying I was going to be a Beachbody coach. And so this is where you come to see what people are doing and also to feel like you're part of a community, because it's very easy to wake up in your own home and go, I'm the only person in the world doing this, and feeling like you're kind of alone in this. But that National Wake Up Call is a really good way for you to plug in and see how big of a community you're a part of and get really good tips from coaches that know how to work this business really well. So I definitely recommend that. That will be under the videos tab here. And then usually it's always streaming right here in their video like slideshow. So from here, yeah.
They have the podcast too. If you
Yes.
watch it live.
Yes, there is. Yes, if you can't watch it live, you can always watch the replay. I like to see their faces, but there's also a podcast. It's just Team Beachbody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Team Beachbody podcast.
Yeah.
It may be National Wake Up Call too, but I know for sure it's Team Beachbody. The next thing I wanted to talk about was honestly the fun part. So when I first started this business, and I'm not going to stop my share yet because I want you to be able to see this. When I first started this business, I did not know it was possible. I thought, okay, cool, I want to help people and I need to make money, but I didn't really understand how you made the money and what all the hype was. And really, I did not understand the compensation plan at all. We're not going to go deep into that today, but I do want to tell you that your limit is uncapped. Like, there is not a limit with this. I believed that I was. I thought I was forever going to be one of those coaches that only earned commissions. I wasn't ever going to be able to, have this team that grows and does awesome things and reaches goals. I didn't even know what the goals were. I really didn't. For the first 2 years of my business, I didn't know what diamond meant. I knew I was supposed to get there, but I didn't really know why, so I didn't try. I didn't know what kind of like money of income value was attached to that. I didn't know what that meant for a team. And honestly, I was scared to be a leader, very scared. So just know that growth in this business, you are allowed to grow, and that's what you're going to have to do if you want to reach any new level personally and then also professionally. So this is a business just like anything else, and it's real. And when I'm talking about these things, I want you guys to realize that this is completely possible for you. And one of the reasons I pushed so hard in this business was because no one showed me. Until I really started digging, no one showed me what was possible. But I'm bound determined to show you guys what is possible. So now that I know and have an understanding, the first thing that is really exciting is if you go to the successclubtrip.com, this is an actual trip that I did not believe in. I thought it was a joke. I thought they all paid to go there. I thought they were unicorns, that they had to do something special to be able to be invited. But one day, I finally got an email that said you can register for this and then you'll just earn it throughout the year. And I thought, that's possible. That is something that I could actually do. And so I started looking. You have to put like a $300 deposit down. And I thought, no way. Like, no, this is just too good that I just pay $300 and then I earn this trip throughout the year as I help people. And basically, if you're helping 3 new people a month, you're going to earn this trip and it will be paid in full. Which once you really start doing this well, you're going to be helping a lot more than 3 people a month. And so what's really cool is I never thought this was possible. My husband and I were we lived off of one teacher's salary, just to put it very, very bluntly. There's not a lot of extra cash lying around in that situation. And a vacation was off our radar for as far as we could see into the future. So when I called Josh and I was like, hey, I earned us a trip. And this year, the one that Josh and I went on was a cruise to the Bahamas. I said, I earned us a cruise to the Bahamas. It's a 5-night cruise. It's purely a fun trip. It is all Beachbody coaches, but it's all fun. It's not any work unless you choose to do some of the work on there, which you don't have to. And it was just truly like when that boat took off from the port, I was just like, I did this. And it was one of the most empowering feelings I've ever had. And like Josh was kind of just like, what? Like, how is this really possible? But it is. And so that's also when he really caught on to the vision of the business too, and really started like wanting me to have time to do this. And so, but here's the thing, you don't have to just immediately go for this trip. Like that's not the first thing you have to shoot for, but I want you to know it's a possibility, and it's a possibility for someone like you too. Like, I don't want you to think that only like these, perfect people are out there doing this. Because I could earn it, then I know you could earn it. Like, I'm just a normal person from Western Kentucky who did my job like I was supposed to do. And because of that, I was rewarded the way the company promised that they would. Another really fun thing that we do is, which hopefully my coach office is going to work. You have me all scared. We have what's called Success Club, and I'm looking for the graphic here. Let me find the graphic. Basically, as you hit your goals each month, you get fun prizes. Last month, I earned a hoodie, and it's super soft, and I'm actually like upset because I want some more. Okay, here it is. I want another one. It's this one right here. So that first month, I earned the tank top. The second month, we earned this hilarious Beachbody. In 3, yes, sorry. the third month. It's almost quarterly, right? I guess. Yeah, it's quarterly. So the first month that you hit it, though, you get the tank top. The third month you hit it, you get this Beachbody Off-Lake Genuine. It's a hoot. And then the 6th month you get this backpack, which is incredible. The 9th month you get this sweater, and then the 12th month you get a branded roller bag. Like this is a carry-on bag. And so it's just a really fun way to get rewarded. And then there's also additional rewards through the year for hitting other benchmarks and things, but this would be the most basic one. But it's just fun, you guys. Like, I thought I was too cool for this when I first started. I was like, I'm not here to hit Success Club. I'm here to help people. And the funny thing is you aren't helping people if you're not hitting Success Club. So that was like, I really had it all backwards. So I want you to embrace this. I want you to know that it's okay to like have fun when you get a tank top in the mail, because you did your job and you were doing it well and you were helping people. And just really talk about these things and how fun they are. The last thing we want to talk about was events. Yeah, which I already saw this and got a little sidetracked. Yeah, well, yes, one event is Super Weekend, and that is like a quarterly small little conference that you can attend and get new information. And once again, just like stay updated, get announcements and all those things. But I want to show you something that I really like. If you don't come to this, you are missing out. This is the heart of our company. Obviously the heart is fitness and health, but this is where we all come together and we actually celebrate what we do as coaches. This is Coach Summit. It's in New Orleans this coming up year, and it will be July 15th through the 19th. We already have a house to stay at. We're staying at a big house. There are fitness events that we get to go to. We get to work out with the super trainers. There's Shakeology bars. We hear from the best coaches in Beachbody. I have never left Coach Summit and not been fired up to finish my business strong for that next year and then the year to come. And so I just really want to, and this, by the way, right now, tickets are as cheap as they're going to be, no matter if you're watching this video like live or if you're watching this video in 2 months and watching the recording. Today is going to be the cheapest that you'll be able to get these tickets. They continue to go up as the year goes on. I am not going to do all this for you. You can go to this website and look at it yourself. But you can see the pricing. Like I said, I've already got lodging taken care of, so we're good there. And they'll show you an agenda, who the speakers are. Last year it was Rachel Hollis. The year before that, it was Brennan Bouchard. And it's just always jam-packed with people who just are really motivational and have actual good, actionable steps to be successful and not just a lot of woo-woo. So you always leave with a lot of tools as you leave Coach Summit. So definitely try to make that. Go ahead and talk to your husbands or your fiancés or whoever, and make sure that you make this a priority, because if you don't, you're just not going to have as much fun, honestly. Is there anything else that you wanted to hit on?
I think we got it all.
All right. Well, we do have some time, and there are actually participants on the call here. So let me stop share, and I would love if you guys have any questions. If there's anything we didn't explain very well, we'd love to do that for you. All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But even this right here, as much of a hot mess as we are right now with our sound messing up, this is fun. I didn't know Alexis before this got started. I didn't know Anna, who's in the room over there. I didn't know half the faces that are on this screen. And now I consider you guys my best friends, and we're on a trip together, and our husbands are hanging out, and it's just, yes. And so this is just really, I just want you to really open up your vision on this and really see, this, what you want this to be is what it can be. It doesn't have to just be this health business you do on the side. It's nothing that, you do in secret. One of the coaches today was talking about how she didn't want to be the girl at the park with her kids chasing people around with Shakeology packets and trying to force this on people. It does not have to look like that for you. Just know that you just can share your journey authentically, share, like document how this is changing your life, and you are going to have people that reach out to you that were meant to reach out to you from the beginning. And then also you're going to reach out to people that God knew the foundations of the world that they needed to be in your life, and he's going to put them there, and then you're going to be on trips with them in St. Louis someday, or New Orleans, wherever it is that you decide to go, or Punta Cana. You should definitely go to Punta Cana. So anyways, like Alexis and I are already signed up to go to Punta Cana next year, and we've already earned it and are earning it, and we're close to that. And so all that's left is to book flights. And so I just want you to see, like, I'm a normal girl from Western Kentucky. I don't have a degree in this. I was an English teacher. I ended up quitting, feeling like a failure. And then I found this, and I realized it's what I truly loved and what I truly wanted to do. So you're allowed to, like, look at this and go, okay, like this can be what I want, and I can be good at this, and I can enjoy it. And it's not the secret thing that I do. Anything else?
No, you're doing great.
Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up then. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is the kickoff call for the next 2 weeks, and then you will go every single day. There will be a post in the new group. Yeah, you want to do that?
Sure. Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so before we get off, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what was coming for each day. So like Lauren said, today is the kickoff call for our coach training on Monday. So we're not going to do anything tomorrow, but on Monday, Lauren's going to talk about what we offer as coaches, what Beachbody offers in terms of products, and how those things work into Success Club. We've talked about earning Success Club points, and all of that will be explained further on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to talk about the vital behaviors, what those are, and how you align those with your goals. Let's see, on Wednesday, so that's the 6th, we're going to talk about inviting. So the why, not the how. Is that right? Or do I have those mixed up? Yeah. So why, not how. We're going to hit on objections on Thursday. So what to do when somebody's like, oh, I can't, or they have some kind of reservation, which we're going to cover that. We're going to cover up follow-ups. We're going to cover follow-ups for those people who might be interested later or just haven't responded yet. We're going to talk about social media and how to gear that towards your specific audience. We're going to talk about gaining interest in what you're doing. Little hint, you're not going to walk around holding your Shakeology cup everywhere. Don't do that. We'll learn more about that next Monday. Then we're going to talk about coach inviting on the 12th, which is the following Tuesday. And then we're going to talk about time management and how to do all the things in a full schedule. So that's kind of what we're doing. That's the game plan. Any questions about that?
Are these all like live calls we're all going to do, or just pre-recorded videos?
I think some of them will be pre-recorded just because we don't have time to do a live call every single night. So do we have specifically which ones we're going to do? Obviously our Saturday team calls, but
Yeah, we'll still do our Saturday team calls at 8 a.m. Central. And then this will be left up, by the way. So like as coaches join our team, you will continue to be able to add them. And this is duplicatable, and they'll be able to learn. And then we'll just redo it probably quarterly, just so that it's always fresh.
anyway, we have less than a minute. So bye guys.